Hey guys, it's Crystal Dragonfly coming at you with, wanted to share with you the end product of my spell that I showed on New Moon, and then also talk about dreams. Dreams! So first off, my charms. For those of you, if you didn't watch it, I took on the new moon each individual charm, put it in its own container, which was actually baby glass jars. Most of them were infused it with herbs and crystals of that whatever I specifically wanted to have that stand for, have it help me with, energizing it with it, different ones. So this is how it looks, isn't it pretty? So I wanted to show you, I have like a yin yang for balance. I hope I'm showing you balance. Got some owls for wisdom. I got my dragonfly. I've got a little Buddha. I've got the crystal ball. I love it. I've seen it, and of course that is to help empower me with my divination. Of course, an elephant for good luck. A flower for beauty. A wishbone. Another owl. Peace. Another four-leaf clover. Anyways, I have all these on here. Now, of course, they're all empowered. They were, empowered with herbs and whatnot, and crystals and energy, and depending on what I was asking for that charm to help me with, is what herbs and crystals and what element, earth, air, fire, or water, I asked to help with. And of course, goddess. Energize them, and all that. So, that's what I wanted to show you. If you think it was an easy, simple spell, it wasn't. It was, but it wasn't. There is 19 on here, so that took a long time. It was a long new moon. Took me a few hours to get them all individually done, and their herbs, and their empowered, crystals, whatnot. But me, I'm a go big or go home girl. Always have been, always will be. No small potatoes here. And then every night, every day, depending on, sometimes it would be day, sometimes it would be night, I would empower them, give them more excess energy. I'd do incense around them to give them that energy. Candles, whatnot. Sometimes I stuck them outside to get the sun, depending on what they were for and whatever. So, it wasn't a concept. It was very easy to understand, but it is a time-consuming one. But with all spells, every day you should give them more energy. Feed your spells. You need to feed them, and I did. And the energy and the feeling on these is just, wow. It really is. I can't sleep with this because it is so strong right now. So I'm very, very happy with it, and it looks beautiful. I can always add to it, whatever. So that was that. And now dreams. You're gonna probably wondering, why would you want to talk about dreams? Where did this come from? Well, actually, in today's doodle, it was scribble out of bed. So I drew myself in bed and drew like different dreams that I remembered. And I'm really weird on dreams. I've done some dream work, and it did help at the time, but then I quit doing it, so, you can ask, I could have a dream, and then I couldn't recall it the next morning, or the next day, but 6 months from that day, I could tell you immaculate detail. It's just how my mind works. Bringing it up right then, I have horrible trouble, but later, not so much. Which goes with my memories just fucked anyways, with depression and menopause, and just, my mind's just screwed right now. It is. I'm determined. I've determined that, and I'm okay with that. Some days not. But I'm not going to go off on that, because y'all don't want to hear about that shit. So, one of my dreams, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about some dreams. Maybe you guys have had similar ones, or if you've had a dream you just do not get, don't understand what was the reasoning for it, you could, tell us about it in the down bar, and maybe one of us might have some insight to it. So, one dream I had that I remember from forever and ever ago. I was little. The first time I had it. I mean, little. I mean, before school age. Was, the spiral shape. I love drawing them, always have. Well, I had those, right? It was like a blank canvas, like a black galaxy. And you'd see something from way far, and it's getting bigger, and it was the spiral. And it just keep coming at me like boom. It would like hit me in my head. And it would start off slow, and then gradually just got faster, until it was just like constantly hitting me. And I'd wake up crying, really weird. I've had that, and of course the spirals were different colors, some were big, they were all as a spiral type of shape. I've had that dream several times in my life. I'd wake up, go to sleep, and just start back up, and it was just really weird. You wouldn't think of that type of dream being scary as a kid, you're thinking, ooh, shapes, but you know what, I had this happening, for sometimes days nights at a time, It wasn't just like here, and I wake up and be gone. Do it for a few days, and it's an unknown. That's what we're all scared of, the unknown. So that was the unknown of that, a witch or meanness, things like that as a kid, you get, because, kids get scared and have dreams like that. But I had that dream several times. Really weird. I've never figured it out why. So maybe somebody has some insight in that one. I've had dreams about being trapped in my house. Maybe not so much, dreams are parts of it's your house, parts of it are your parents' house, parts of it are your friend's house from, you know how dreams are. I've been stuck in there, and every time I try to leave, I get pushed right back into that house. I've had that several times in my life, different things. Sometimes it was just like an unforced, I didn't know what was causing me to stay there, and other times it was people were encamped around the house, and I couldn't leave. Weird shit like that. I've had where I was kidnapped in a car by these people I didn't know. I've had, actually, another car one was, and this one's a more recent one, it's happened in the last few years, when I started doing a lot of dream work. It was myself at the time, my younger self, my older self, and like me as a baby, all on a car trip. Yeah, that was weird. Let's see here. Of course, I've had dreams of sex. Who hasn't? I've had dreams of being, and this is a recent one, they wanted me to be a werewolf with them, be a werewolf, turn into, have that shape-shifting ability. Really weird. Because my husband was in that one, and I'm like, well, what do you think? He goes, it's up to you. It was really weird, to do. I've had those. And those were more recent. When I say recent, last few years. I've had them, where I'm outside in, flowers, just sitting around flowers. I've had where I've had conversations with people that I don't know, but I know, like one of my Facebook friends from when I first started. I became friends with because we played the same game. You know how that goes. Neither one of us plays the game ever anymore, and he's quite a bit older than me. And I know his face from there, and he's funny and he's a good guy. But I've had dreams where I've had him, I'll say Barry, just as a name, and I'll have Barry in that dream, and we're just sitting at the kitchen table talking. I've had that happen. So, those are some of the weirder, I guess, offbeat path ones. Have you guys ever had a werewolf dream? Now, when I was younger, I had it where my family turned into werewolves, and they kept trying to kill me. Or me as a family were running away from werewolves, and then one would get bit or scratched, and then they turn into it. I had those type as a kid, but the ones now as I got older, especially when I'm more into the path that I'm into, was turning into a werewolf type of one. A wolf, wolf. I've had several with wolves, even from when I was younger. Really weird. So that is how, I've had like water, a lot of water ones. I had where it's rained in them. So that's a little bit on my weird dreams. I hope you guys have a great holiday if you celebrate Easter with your family. If not, have a great weekend. Many blessings, much happiness. Bye!